Okay, so welcome back to the Northern Nerd Network. My name is Dan, and we are live. And once again, we have our good friend Chelsea here. Say hello, Chelsea.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Yes, it's been quite the summer. We've been gone for so long. I feel like we've tried a couple times to do this during the summertime. It didn't quite work out the way we had planned it, but
Summertime was still pretty busy though. You guys were out to a lot of events. As fans of the YouTube page would have seen, you guys were out to a lot of activities and posted a lot of videos over the summertime.
yeah, we did manage to get out to quite a few different going-ons during the year. So I'm very we were quite busy, that's for sure. So yeah. So anyways, Chelsea.
Yeah.
How was your summer? Let's start with that first.
My summer was good. My summer was also busy. I got to go out to some of the events with you guys.
Yes.
And actually, one of the events that you came and covered and shot a video at, I was participating in the FDC Nationals at the University of Alberta, Fight Directors Canada National Workshop. So I did that for 3 weeks in July. And then I got myself sorted and situated and packed myself up and moved to Vancouver in the middle of August.
So yes, that's the big exciting news, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
you are no longer part of Edmonton anymore. You are now part of the Vancouver scene.
I am the first Northern Nerd Network hub in Vancouver.
Yes, very awesome, very exciting.
So shout out to any of our nerdy followers who might be in and around the greater Vancouver area. If you have nerdy things to do in Vancouver, you can get a hold of me and we can see about coming out to maybe do some video and stuff in Vancouver, in addition to Edmonton. That's exciting.
It is very exciting. I'm very excited about this, having someone out there. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's very sad that you're gone, though, because, I mean, you used to be able to come over and hang out and stuff. But,
hang out, yeah. It's just an excuse to come and hang out when I'm back visiting.
That's right. And don't tell any of your family that you're in town.
No, specifically come to play board games in your basement with you and Trina. And I'm serious, that would totally be a reason I would come for a visit. My family would never even know I was in town.
Oh yes, yeah. We did a lot of videos during the summer months. Yes. Oops. And like you said earlier, we did our video for
FTC.
FTC. Yep, that's right.
You had Animathon that's posted up.
Animathon, that was a big one for us. A lot of people, seem to like that one. And we did the Queen's Assassin, which is this nifty little card game about one of the guys from Edmonton, created this thing, and it was actually a lot of fun. We came over and we got to play around in our basement here, or I should say studio. So yeah, we had him over and we did a play test and a playthrough and run through, and yeah, had a lot of fun with that. And
awesome.
We also did the saga of this Jack of Spades as well.
Yeah.
Which was just, I think last week we did that. And they still have their it's not Kickstarter, it's the other one.
Indiegogo?
Indiegogo, yes. They have the Indiegogo on at the moment. I think they got 5 days left. So if you guys want to make that happen for them, you guys should go and check that out, because it is actually a really good comic from what I could see. And it's got a lot of people in our Edmonton area who are pretty predominant in the culture anyways, doing it. So yeah, very exciting stuff. We got lots of stuff. And to continue on, next week we're going to be going to talk to Geek Nation Tours. So
awesome. That'll be super fun. Yeah.
So,
and how about you? Aside from shooting Northern Nerd videos, how was your summer?
My summer was fantastic. I got in a few rounds of X-Wing I actually even got to play Samantha. If you guys paid attention to our Facebook page,
There were pictures posted of
there were
that.
pictures posted of me losing to Samantha.
Now that was after you got the new expansion, right?
No,
No?
the new expansion I don't have quite yet. The new expansion comes out on Wednesday,
Okay.
so we're
You'll be getting that immediately,
anticipate.
I suspect.
Yes, I'm sending Trina out on Wednesday to go get it. So
Awesome.
she'll go pick it up. So yes. Anyways, I did go to a tournament yesterday at Board Game Cafe, and didn't do so well, but had a lot of fun. It was a good time. I also, I got playing a lot of Destiny lately as well. I fell back into that rabbit hole for the last little while, trying to collect a few little things before the big expansion comes out tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm gonna lose all my other, like, any extra spare time I would have normally had is now gone. It's no more.
Consumed by games.
It's consumed by the Taken King.
Mm-hmm.
The Taken King has taken me. I'm going to be gone for the next, I don't know how long, until I don't know. I can't. I'm going to be gone for a long time. Anyways, aside from that, I just wanted to talk a little bit, a few more minutes about my phone, because on my phone, I don't know. Do you play any games on your phone?
Not really.
Not really.
No, not really. I have like brain games. Like I have Lumosity and a bunch of like apps like that.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Well, they finally came out with this one game here. It's Hearthstone on my Android. Now, I've been waiting for this for quite a while. Basically, it's a card game on like for World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Like, and I absolutely am just hooked into this game. It's so much fun. You play online, so you play against other characters. You can also have a friends list in there as well, so you can actually play against your friends if you so desire. Man, so good, so good.
I may need to download that. It's kind of hard to go wrong with Blizzard.
You may want to actually try this game out. Do you have which kind of phone do you run?
I've got an Android.
Android, so. Yeah. It was out on iPhone for quite a while, and it just came out on the Android. And
which is sweet because they make a physical. So everybody knows like Warhammer the miniatures game, but they also make Warhammer the card game. So I'd be interested to see, which I've played a bunch and I love it. So I'd be interested to see how similar the like online gameplay is to the actual Warhammer card game.
Yeah, see, this one is it's funny because it's like it's a card game, but it can only be sort of played on the phone because there's certain abilities and things like that would only translate on a phone.
Yes.
So I'm very excited about it because the way it plays is so much fun, and I'm just so hooked into this little card game. It's just great. The other thing I'm into at the moment is just because everything is Star Wars at the moment. I don't even know why I got it, but I picked up this. Oops, hang on. I picked up this card trader on my phone as well, which is Star Wars cards. So I get a couple of packs every day. I get to look at them. I think they're kind of neat. But I also got Trina doing the same thing. So she gets a couple of packs, and then I trade between her. There's like nothing to the game. It's not a game. It's like my wife is like
baseball cards except for Star Wars.
Exactly. It's baseball cards except for it's on my phone and it's Star Wars. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Trina's she's like, how do you play this game? It's not a game, dear.
You just collect.
It's just a collection game. It's not even a game. It's just collecting. Yeah, that's what I've been doing the last little while. Anyways,
Awesome.
so
Well, yeah, no kidding. You've been super busy.
yeah, I've been doing so much lately. I don't think I'm gonna ever have, and I'm working on top of that. I'm just working like crazy 610s shift right now, so I'm working all the time, and then it's Destiny, the rest of it, and or kids. I do have those as well.
Well, not to pile on, but I'm going to pile on because we're going to go through our news items, and I can guarantee that there are some things in there that you'll probably go and look up after the podcast is finished this evening.
Yes, I know. There's a few things in here. I'm like, oh, that looks so good.
All right.
Let's start off.
Yeah, starting things off this evening. Speaking of all things Star Wars, so with Force Friday that happened last week with the release of a whole bunch of new Star Wars merchandise, all the toys and everything, a line of shoes was released. So Star Wars has partnered with Adidas and released a whole bunch of like customizable Star Wars shoes that look pretty cool. Actually, the link that I've got up,
Now, I'd like to just quickly
picture for the page.
there. There's just for the folks at home. If you guys are following along with us, or you guys are watching this afterwards, go to our Facebook page, and there you will find all the news items, and you guys can follow along with our news.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're all on our Facebook page. I post them up there usually right before we start Nerdcasting every other week. So they will always be there for you to follow along with or find if you're listening along later.
Yes.
So yeah, the first link, the first picture that they've got on the news article is a Darth Vader shoe, and the toe cap is like a rubberized imprint of Darth Vader's head. It's pretty badass.
I did not see these Adidas. First, I don't know how I missed this. I seen the other ones for Skechers, I think it was.
Skechers are totally heads. I can't remember.
I totally missed all these Adidas ones.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the C-3PO one. It's
with the gold
toe and they kind of look neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different options and designs, and I think they might be customizable. So like you can pick what you want where. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Force Friday was just like I couldn't even explain how much I wanted everything that came out. So much good stuff. We did buy a few things, but man, I like this shirt. I did get the Resistance shirt from the Disney store, which doesn't fit me very well. I had to get a large, and I don't like getting larges, but it's still too like short. I feel like it
just gets wider. It doesn't get longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I didn't like it. I thought maybe if I got a bigger shirt that it might be a little bit longer, but that's not the case. Anyways.
And I'm rolling right along with our Star Wars theme. I'm kind of going to jump a little out of order with our news items. So in the list posted on our Facebook page, this is the last news item on our list, number 6. But also released on Force Friday, along with a lot of other merchandise. So there's a game called Perplexus, which is a maze in a ball. And they have released several other mazes. But on Friday, they released the Death Star Perplexus.
Yes.
And this thing looks awesome. I've played Perplexus before. I've played the original one. Oh, man, it's so much fun, but it's so hard. I can't even begin to fathom how challenging this, even just from looking at the outside of it, how challenging this one's going to be. They're so addictive, too, because once you get started, it's like, oh, no, I can do it. Just one more try.
These things are just ridiculously hard to do. I've tried a couple of them, and they're so like, just because it's 3-dimensional, you have to like twist and turn, and it's just, I don't know. I'm not very good at them, that's for sure. This one looks absolutely incredible, and the little Death Star, like, man.
Yeah, you have to guide the ball bearing, aka your X-wing fighter.
Yeah.
through all of the internal workings of the Death Star and escape out the core.
Yeah, blow up the core. You have to blow up the core on this one, don't you?
And apparently
glows.
this one has lights and sound effects to accompany you as you make it past different points in the maze.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's too good. All right.
You know what else is incredible, Dan? So I'm jumping back up to news item number 2. So in recent years, I guess phenomenon, we'll call it, has kind of taken over live entertainment in Japan. So Japanese cartoons, anime, video games, etc. have always had a prominent place in Japanese culture. But the newest sort of trend has been smaller theater companies creating full-blown like live stage performance adaptations of popular cartoons, anime, TV shows, video games in Japan.
Yeah.
So there's exciting news for fans of the Resident Evil series. A theater company in Japan has recently announced that it's going to be putting up a production of Biohazard Live, which is what Resident Evil is called in Japan, Biohazard.
Yes.
It'll be opening in October, which is super fun. So if you feel like flying to Japan to watch a Resident Evil the stage show, tickets went on sale September 1st, starting at 8,900 yen. You too can see it live. So it's pretty awesome.
It looks pretty awesome. Like just from the characters and stuff like that. Like I don't like. Yeah. Who doesn't want to see this?
I think the best part is that this one they might even have done up as a full-blown musical. If you go to the link on our Facebook page and read the article, I think it says somewhere that this particular production will have musical numbers.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And things that people will come up with in like the culture that the Japanese has with this kind of stuff is just,
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's just fantastic.
Because the fans love it.
They do. They do. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely fantastic. You know what else is fantastic?
The Fantastic Four.
That's right. The Fantastic
Four. If only they were fantastic.
They were, but they're not on the big screen. The big screen, they're not so much. They're not so much.
Yeah. So the most recent incarnation of the Fantastic Four, it's been all over the news that it didn't do so hot.
Yeah.
In box office.
It did abysmal. I didn't even go see it. I just couldn't bring myself to go see that movie. I'll probably wait till it comes out on like maybe DVD, probably Netflix if it does, but probably whenever I can just see it for free. And
yet, all of the rumors are abounding that Fox is determined to make a sequel, disregarding how poorly it did.
So why?
Yeah. So a legion of several ardent fans have started a petition to submit to Fox, begging with them, pleading with them to sell the rights back to Marvel so that it can be made properly. So if
you think this is actually going to happen though? Like, even with the petition and everything else, and this has been going on for I don't know how many years, they're not going to sell it back. They won't.
I don't know. I would venture to think that if they're bound to lose that much money on it and then are faced with like black and white evidence of how unhappy the fans are with them, maybe. But
they're still
but we'll
no. Like,
but we'll see.
I don't even. They're not like there's. This is just so much. Even when they do a poor job, they're still going to make more money.
Well, if you too are supremely dissatisfied with the most recent reboot of the Fantastic Four, and feel like adding your name to the petition, if you go to our Facebook page, and it's news item number 3, if you follow that link, in the article, there's a link to the petition. So you can go to it and add your name.
Yeah, which everybody should. There's right now at the current time, there's 30,000 supporters for this online petition. They're just so bad though. Like the Fantastic Four, the way that they did it, it was just, like when they first announced that they were going to do the Fantastic Four, I could tell immediately that it was rushed. It's nothing that they wanted or planned to do. They just needed to do it.
It was rushed. They needed to do it before the rights
switched hands. So I don't know.
To cheer yourself up, you could always go back to reading the comics, because those are much better incarnation than the recent movies.
Do you know what I could do? I could just cosplay as Fantastic Four outside of that. What else is cosplay?
There's actually some pretty awesome news in the world of cosplay.
Right.
So recently, there was a qualifying competition in Montreal for the World Cosplay Summit at Otakuthon in Montreal. So cosplay team who placed first, the competition was judged by the actual ambassador from Japan, crowned the winners, and they're going to go to the World Cosplay Summit in 2016 and represent Canada. So this is a huge cosplay event in Japan. It's televised. It started in 2005. And several countries have been sort of gradually building up in terms of participation. Last year, Canada was invited to attend as like an observer to sort of like see how it's done. And this year at the qualifying event in Montreal, the winning team was deemed so awesome that they were actually given a spot to compete this year. So it'll be televised. There's huge prizes. And that'll be happening in the new year in Japan. So it's super cool. And there are pictures at the link that's on our Facebook page in our news items. There's pictures of the winners, and it's some pretty intense costumes. It looks rad.
Yeah. I'm just so, like, I know cosplay has been just this, it's blown up. The last few years, it has just gotten crazy. And every time you go to any kind of event, like even with the Edmonton Expo that's coming up here, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later here, but we did the Animathon, and pretty much any, like, you go to a board game convention and people are cosplaying at that, and it's just like everywhere you go, people are cosplaying now, and the costumes are just getting better. The people who are doing it are just getting better. Like, it's just absolutely fantastic to see, and phenomenal. Like the passion that people have for these different things, and to be invited to this major event in Japan is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's really cool. And it's the first Canadian team. Like I said, last year they were invited as like spectators. So it's the first time a Canadian team has actually done well enough and has been offered a spot to like compete. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. You know what else is exciting?
Ooh, what else?
So this I love because when I lived in Vancouver previously, this reminds me of something that happens here. So there are several neighborhoods in Vancouver that have little like mini library boxes that are just randomly on the street corners in several different neighborhoods in Vancouver, where people can come and leave their used books and take a new one to read. So this phenomenon has sprung up in the UK, but they're doing it in true UK fashion. The library boxes are all shaped like TARDISes. So Doctor Who has been hopping about the UK countryside, leaving TARDIS boxes in several different towns and villages. The best thing about this, though, is that you don't have to wait for people in your neighborhood to fill it up with books. They come pre-equipped with huge collections. Alice in Wonderland, the Harry Potter books, all kinds of classic British novels, Shakespeare, so they come packed with books already. And so you can open it up and borrow a book and put it back when you're done. It's really cool.
That is really exciting. Now, you said you've seen these before? I've never seen anything like this. This is incredible. Why don't we have this here?
Not the TARDIS boxes,
No,
but there are
library box.
Neighborhood library boxes in several neighborhoods in Vancouver. It's really cool.
That is really neat. I've never ever heard of that before.
Mm-hmm. Well, the best thing
the
about
idea of having a TARDIS though, like a TARDIS like library box, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's awesome.
You know what I'll do? I'll go track one down and take a picture of it, one of the library boxes in Vancouver, and post it up on the Facebook page.
Yes, do that. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool. Yeah. And the TARDIS thing is just absolutely amazing. I mean, what better way of yeah. It's so cool.
The Doctor's all about ever expanding knowledge.
That's right.
What better way to gain it than by reading?
Exactly. All right.
So speaking of the Doctor, how many Doctors do you think are going to be there being cosplayed at Edmonton Expo?
The Edmonton Expo is going to be, hang on. Yeah, there will be a lot of people at the Edmonton Expo this year. I would say that will be in true Doctor Who fashion. There's always a few, Doctor Who Whovians there. The guest list this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So besides amazing cosplayers in amazing costumes, what else is on the docket? What are you going to be able to see if you go to the Edmonton Expo this year?
Well, some of the big highlights. We got Billy Boyd coming this year.
So much fun.
What?
So much fun.
Yes. Billy Boyd from, Lord of the Rings. People may have seen those movies.
Yeah.
Maybe not. We got BJ Brett from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We did have... what's her name from the Shield as well? She won't be making it though. The one that plays Sky.
Oh, okay.
She was gonna be there, but she had to back out last minute for some reason.
Scheduling conflicts.
Yeah.
That happens.
But we do even speaking of Doctor Who, we even have Jenna Coleman, who is from Doctor Who. She was one of the companions. I don't know enough about Doctor Who to speak on this at all because I don't watch it, and I apologize for all those people out there who do watch. I feel overwhelmed every time I look at Doctor Who.
Well, the universe is huge because it's been going on so long. How many years of Doctor Who exists?
Yeah.
So that's true.
There is a few people from Orange is the New Black, like Elizabeth Rodriguez and Taryn Manning. I don't know. Did you ever watch Orange is the New Black on Netflix there?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
That's a pretty good. I enjoyed that one. Now Elizabeth Rodriguez, she's also now starring in The Fear of the Walking Dead, which is the new Walking Dead show that just came out, and I have that on my PVR and I haven't watched it yet. Another thing that I'm gonna have to get done. Yeah, so there's a lot of big names coming out this year. A lot of big names. Garrett Wang comes out to everything now. I think he's just a staple of the expos. Carlos Valdez from The Flash. Michael Rooker from The Walking Dead and Guardians of the Galaxy. Some awesome stuff.
So, what are some of the big panel discussions that they have going on that will probably be the hot ticket?
Well, it depends on what you're really into. Hang on 2 seconds. Okay. Oh, now on Friday we are going to be going to. We're not going to. We'll do some filming on Friday, but we're not going to do a whole lot. We're going to be doing mostly Friday with the kids because Friday seemed to be really quiet last year. So hopefully in this fashion
more people at work coming out on the Saturday.
Yeah, so a lot more people will be there on Saturday, Sunday. It gets exponentially busier on those days anyways. Yeah. So hopefully we can get Nehemiah through when it's a little bit quieter. So that's our plan anyways. But we are still going to bring the camera and we're still going to be doing some shots and probably get Nehemiah dressed up and he'll be out there running around.
Will you take them in their matching stormtrooper outfits, Neo and Mal?
I don't know what we got planned for them. Probably. Nehemiah is just all about Star Wars, so I can't really stop him from doing anything Star Wars related.
Yeah. Just as a sidebar for those of you following along with us or listening later, Edmonton Expo dates being this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And where is it happening this year?
It's the 25th to 27th, so it's next weekend.
So next weekend. Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah.
Where is it happening?
It is at the Expo Center.
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, I don't know. I haven't really looked at the schedule for any of the panels. I believe there is a lightsaber one that's probably happening. I think the Lightsaber Guild is doing a panel, from what I understand, and I believe the people that we talked to just recently for the comic book. Now everything is just like thrown out of my brain. The Saga of the Jack of Spades.
Yes,
I believe they have a panel as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, so those are, and then your typical. Go check out the panels and see what you guys want to go check out.
So now, if people are wanting to buy tickets or get more information or check out the schedule on panels, where can they go to?
EdmontonExpo.com. That's where everything is. Now, Chelsea, you don't typically go to any of the expos.
Timing has never worked out for me. I have, to my shame, never been to an expo anywhere. It's on my list of things to do. Vancouver has a couple of them, so I'll be keeping my eyes and ears peeled. Hopefully, potentially going with a press pass to do some filming for us, for Northern Nerd, which
we will be putting in for that for you.
So it's definitely on my list of things to do because I've never been to a con, but they always seem like so much fun. So yeah,
they really
definitely
are. They really are. A few little things. I don't know if anyone out there, I don't know if anyone out there is even listening. But if you're cosplaying, we will be walking around with a camera, and we want to talk to you. So if you guys see us, come and say hi. We don't bite. Trina may actually bite. I can't speak on her behalf. However, I can tell you I don't bite. Not hard, anyways. No, yeah, come and say hi. Because we want to talk to you guys. We want to be able to, and aside from, uh, we just want to get to know our audience as well. We've met a lot of people over the years by going to the expo and by going to these big events, and finding people who actually watch uh, what the Nerdcast or any of our videos. So yeah, if you guys are out there watching this and you guys see us walking around with the camera, come say hi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We hugely appreciate people coming up to say hi, letting us know that they watch the show, that they like it. People in costume, in cosplay, we have huge appreciation for all the work that you put into that. Yeah, we'd love to give you props on camera and admire your work. So come say hello.
exactly. And even if you don't like our show and you still watch, come tell me. Tell me why you don't like our show, and
So
we'll
we can
try to
make it
make it
better.
better. Yeah, because I can't make anything better if I don't hear from you guys. And that's the way it sort of works. So that's the way it is.
So taking the kids on the Friday,
Yes.
will you and Trina get to go just yourselves at all? Is there anything you want to see or do?
Yeah. I don't know. For me, there's not much. Like, there's a few people I want to go and check out. I'll probably see some panels. I don't know. I'll probably go to the Guardians of the Galaxy panel. I'll probably go to the anything Star Wars related. Uh, I'm gonna try to make it to as many panels as I possibly can this year. I typically always want to go to panels, and I typically don't because I just never have enough time to make it from one spot to the next. Um, yeah, I want to go to panels this time. I really do. So I'll probably be at panels.
Sweet.
If not, I'll be walking around the show farm talking to people because that's really, truly, that's what I love to do. I love to talk to people. I'll go out and talk to people outside. And
Well, and it's always awesome to hear the stories of what got them into comics or nerdy things in general and how they got into cons and when they went to their first one. Those are always the best stories.
Yeah, and typically as our channel goes, we don't usually talk to some of the bigger people out there. We talk to you guys, the audience, and we find out, and we like to engage with a community, right? And we want to grow that community, and we want to help foster acceptance and stuff like that. That's truly what we want to be able to do. We want to be able to take what we have in Edmonton and say, hey, you know what's awesome here? Our geek and nerd community, because they're so accepting of everybody, and this is the way it is, and it's awesome, and we want to share it with you guys. And I that's really truly what we want to do. And Expo is just a good showcase of that, because I mean every single year it gets bigger and it gets better, and yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah,
I can't say enough about it.
we do what we do because of you guys. So if it weren't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing this. So thanks, because it's lots of fun.
So anyways, yeah, so
Now, this year, I haven't taken a look at the schedule either. Is there an official and or unofficial like costume/cosplay competition of sorts, or will it just be more of a parade? Like I know in past years, it's just been more of a like, come across the stage and show us what you've got. It hasn't really been an official competition.
yeah, I think they do actually do a competition there.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, there'll be an actual costume contest. It looks like there'll be one on Sunday. Oh, Saturday. Saturday will be the costume contest. Uh, there's a big sign up time. There'll be an actual like a big thing. We have judges that are coming out this year, I believe. A friend of ours is going to be there doing that. um, Cheryl.
Is
Cheryl.
Sam? No. Oh, that's right. Cheryl
Cheryl.
does awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome
Does
cosplays.
big cosplay stuff.
Is
I believe
Sam gonna go and do any cosplay? Probably.
She's gonna be doing that, but she doesn't go into any of the contests. But she will be.
Which
there.
is a shame because her Harley Quinn costumes are amazing.
She is absolutely fantastic. Her Harley Quinn is absolutely amazing. And we usually hang out with her and another gentleman from Saskatchewan as well, or some people from Saskatchewan. I believe one is her cousin. I can't remember all how. I think it's her sister.
How they're all related.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, yeah. They do cosplay.
Sam and Sam's relations
that do cosplaying, and they are amazing. Yeah. I am totally not. I'm out of stuff to talk about tonight.
Our first show back with the Expo preview, actually, it would have been good to have Sam because
yes,
man, Sam is the Expo queen.
She really is the Expo queen.
She goes all over. I mean, she goes to almost every con in Canada. That's her like weekend travel for like a huge chunk of the year. She's at a con almost every other weekend across the country. And she's been down to Dragon Con in Atlanta a couple times. And has awesome costumes that she always brings with her. And like I said, I, for shame, have never been to one. So it's on my list of things to do. I know the nice thing about Edmonton is in addition to bringing larger guests in, they also do really strive to have sort of local nerds. I know they usually have Mark Neer in to usually talk about voice acting.
He'll be there this year again.
He's a local actor, best known for the voice of Shepard in Mass Effect. So they usually have Mark in to do a panel. Like you're saying, the local comic book guys, they'll be in doing a panel. And that's, I think, one of the things I really appreciate about Edmonton and the same people who organize Calgary. They're really conscious of having that balance of larger people coming in, but still having local people, which is really cool.
Yeah. Now, with Mark Meer and stuff like that, he will be in room 105 to 106 at 4:15 to 5 o'clock. And he's got Will Friddle. Anyways, and they will be doing voice acting, talking. And that'll be one I will probably want to be going to.
I do believe Will Friedle, if you ever watched Boy Meets World, he was the guy who played the older brother on Boy Meets World.
Oh, is he?
If I'm remembering my actor names correctly.
Oh, okay. Now, well, you said it a lot better than I did, anyways. So you probably know more. There was a Meet the 501st as well. That looks pretty interesting. If you don't know,
which is always super fun because the standards to which they are held to be part of the guild for their costume and prop making is astounding. So if you even just stop by to check out their gear, and if you ask them, believe me, they'll tell you all about it. All of their processes, what goes into making stuff, because it's awesome.
Yeah, there's even there's a Dragon Age Inquisition developer Q&A as well, which is kind of interesting as well.
That'd be really cool.
Yes. So, I mean, there's going to be some amazing things. I mean, the nice thing about having, people like, I don't know, BioWare right in your own city, you get to have these kind of nice little Q&A things, and they usually drop some nice little tidbits about what they're working on. So, and they do have some awesome things coming up. So, this year I'm quite excited for this year. That's for sure. But yes, we should have had. I don't know why we didn't have Sam on. Why didn't we have Sam?
I don't know.
I don't know.
She must have been busy.
Yeah, I think she was actually. We'll
I
have to
know
have her back.
on the calendar, on the schedule. I never remember who's who and when and where. I know we had a chat about upcoming Nerdcasts and what we wanted to talk about. But actually, I guess we can talk a little bit about that. So your comments earlier, Dan, about really wanting to build a community and get as much feedback from our audience members and people listening to us and checking us out, getting as much feedback as possible. I mean, we had a meeting, we sat down, and we kind of planned out what we want to talk about on the Nerdcast, but
Yes.
we always give you our information at the end of the show where you can find us. But if you have suggestions for things you'd love to hear us talk about, or events that we should go to and take video at, or awesome nerds in your neighborhood that you think we should profile or check out, please get a hold of us. Send us a message on Facebook, email us, post something to our page. Let us know, and we will do our best to accommodate you and get that nerdy stuff out there for you.
Now, should we go into the whole nerd in the neighborhood thing?
Yeah, so this is something we're toying around with, and I guess if
we have a little bit of time right now, so I think it's probably best to actually start talking about this.
Yeah, so it's an idea that we've been toying around with. Dan actually came up with the idea, and both Trina and I really liked it. So something that we're going to be attempting to do in conjunction with this season of the Nerdcast is once a month have a featured nerd in our neighborhood. So you can nominate somebody nerdy that you know in your life, local to Edmonton and or Vancouver. And with their permission, we will write up a little bio or profile about them and post it to our Facebook page and our website. We're also sort of kicking around the idea of starting like a membership or fan club of sorts. If you sign up, we can send you Northern Nerd swag in the form of super awesome nifty buttons that you can put on all kinds of fun things. So those are a couple of developments we have brewing, which is kind of exciting.
Yes, and with the nerd in the neighborhood thing, the person who gets that as well will be getting a button, probably a special edition, limited edition button.
So fancy.
Yes, so if you get nominated and you get chosen, not only will you get a profile on our website stating who you are, what you do for the community, that kind of stuff.
What makes you nerdy?
What makes you nerdy? Aside from all that, you will get a limited edition pin that nobody else will get except for you.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very exciting. You will want this pin. Trust me. It's gonna be awesome. People will be like, "Where did you get that pin?" And you'll be like, "Well, let me tell you.
I'm a nerd in the neighborhood."
I'm the nerd in the neighborhood." Yeah, that's right. So sign up your friends. Sign up whoever you want.
Yeah, so that's email us, drop us a message.
Yes.
In addition to suggestions for stuff we can talk about, places we can visit, videos we can shoot. If you know somebody who's a super big nerd and is involved in awesome nerdy things in Edmonton or Vancouver, let us know. Send us their name. Maybe give them a heads up. So that when we come knocking and say, "Hey, you've been nominated for this super awesome thing, can we post your information, a little bit about you and what you do?" They're not like, "What's going on?"
Yes. Hang on 2 seconds.
So yeah, if people have suggestions of things we can talk about, things we can shoot, events we can go out to, people we can profile, How can they find us? How can they get a hold of us?
Well, you guys can go to our website, which is at northernnerd.com, and then you guys can go to our contacts page, and you guys can just write up a little thing there, and it will get right to me. I read those as pretty much as soon as you guys send them in. So yeah, that's the best way to do it. Or you guys can just email us at northernnerdnetwork@gmail.com, and you guys can send us a link. Just write in "nerd in my neighborhood" as the title for that, and I will know exactly what you're talking about.
And of
like I
course,
said,
if you've got other things you want to suggest, Nerdcast topics, come check out my event, all that kind of stuff. Subject line appropriately.
Yes. And like I said, we really want to showcase a lot of these people who are in our neighborhood who are doing they're volunteering. Like these are the people, like if someone's doing a Magic the Gathering and they're tournament leading that thing, let us know who that person is, because we want to recognize that person for all their hard work and effort that they're doing to make that tournament happen for you guys. And we want to know about that. Like, even for us, we have X-Wing. I play X-Wing all the time. Not like I would nominate the guy who runs our X-Wing tournament, because he's awesome, because he puts all his time and effort into running that thing, and he's volunteering for that kind of stuff. So we want to hear those are the people that we really want to showcase.
Along the same lines, I would put a shout out to my good friend Joel, who's been on the show before. He's part of a weekly D&D group, so he could definitely nominate his dungeon master or whoever runs his group every week. And stuff like that, even the little stuff. And if you're not quite sure what kind of nerdy things that we're looking for, check out our videos, check out our Facebook page, check out our website. All things nerdy. It's not just comics or video games or board games. All things nerdy. Like I said, I'm a big sword nerd. I did the sword workshop this summer. We have videos on that. We've got a couple, Cat Fest over the last couple of years.
That's right.
Whatever you're a nerd for, whatever you're nerdy about or geekily passionate about, let us know, because there's all kinds of nerds, and that's the other sort of big part of what we want to do, is making the community as inclusive as possible, so that nerds and geeks can share their love of all kinds of things together.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so I just want to, before we take off here at the end of the episode here, I want to make mention that next time we will be back is going to be on September 28th, and that will be for our post-Expo. So that's right after the Edmonton Expo. We will be coming on pretty much right after the Expo. Like, we'll be doing the Expo, and then it ends
on the Sunday, and then we'll be nerdcasting on the Monday night.
Exactly.
Well, it's still fresh in your minds.
Exactly. So we will be talking about our experience and what we did and who we talked to and all the fun things that we did. And yeah, and I'll be working on more videos for that. And again, like I said, we're even going to be working on a video this Friday where I'm going to be talking to the people from Geek Nation Tours, which is very exciting because they do a lot of awesome stuff. They go to the big conventions like the Comic Cons, and then New York Comic Con and
San Francisco.
Dragon Con. They go to everywhere, and they do not just the convention itself, but they do like a tour of the city and show you all the big highlights, the nerd highlights in those cities. And yeah, some of the things are just absolutely amazing. So just check that out once we get that up, and it should be up pretty soon, probably Monday. So yeah, so keep an eye out for that.
All right. Well, before we sign off, give us the rundown of all the places we exist on the interwebs where people can check us out, Dan.
Wow, we exist all over the interwebs. Let me just tell you. We have our own website, which is northernnerd.com. We have Facebook, which is facebook.com. And then you look up Northern Nerd Network.
Slash Northern Nerd.
I'm pretty sure if you look up Northern Nerd Network, I think it's, facebook.com/Northern Nerd.
Northern Nerd.
Yes. And then if you go to Twitter, it's Northern_Nerd at Northern_Nerd. You guys can find us there. Follow us. I pretty much follow everybody back. So
our awesome videos are on YouTube.
Our awesome YouTube page. That is the hub of everything that we do is on our YouTube page, and that is youtube.com/Northern Nerd Network.
They can also find some fun pictures on Instagram. Trina has been Instagramming pictures.
Yes. I don't know what that one is. Just look up Northern Nerd Network on that one.
We'll get Trina to post it to Facebook.
Yes.
And you can also find us on the Pulp Press.
Yes. We do every so often. She puts us up on the Pulp Press somewhere. She updates us every so often. So yeah, check us out there.
All over the internet.
All over. We're just there. If you are paying attention to the internet at all, we are there.
You can find us.
You can find us. It's not that hard. Just put Northern Nerd Network and you will find us. I believe we do fairly well in the Google space too.
You just Google us, yeah.
I'm just going to Google us right now. Northern Nerd Network. Yep. You will find us pretty much all the top results.
Woohoo!
So check out Northern Nerd Network, and there you will find us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's it for this evening, nerds and nerdettes. Thanks for tuning in.
I think we were successful in our first ever coming back on to this year. We are at episode 16. Season 2 of all things.
Of Nerdcasting.
Yes.
That is. Yeah, it was a successful season.
Episode 16. I put EP. It's supposed to say 16 there at the end. It keeps cutting it off because it's too long. So I have to fix my title here. So it says Nerdcast pre-Edmonton Expo Ep. So I will fix that. It is episode 16.
So that you can find us later when you're looking.
Yes. So we are getting there. We're on our way to 100.
Woohoo!
That is it. That is all. I want to thank everybody out there for watching this edition of the Nerdcast. And I'll see you guys on the next one.